Hello everybody and welcome to my video. Today we will be talking about the Wheat Fed Pro Stop Pulling Tractor. Just to kind of tell you what it says here on the box, it's Justin Farms Pulling Team, driven by David Justison. Name of the tractor is Wheat Fed. It's based off of a Minneapolis Moline G1000 Vista. It's a 10,000 pound Pro Stop pulling tractor. Pulls in the Illinois Tractor Pulling Association. The engine is a 619 John Deere engine, 680 cubic inches, 3,500 horsepower, 24.5-inch Firestone pullers. It has a 5.5-inch turbo. This I will be talking about not only the 1/16 scale, but I also have a 1/64 scale. I'll be going over them today, showing you the details of the tractor, going over them, giving my thoughts and opinions on the tractor itself. To the best of my knowledge, these are both kind of a limited number of tractors that were built. So they're kind of, I wouldn't say rare, but, there's not a lot of them out there. This is the 1/16 scale, and for reference, this is the 1/64. As you can see, there's quite a bit of difference between the two. Personally, I think if you get one, especially if you get the 1/16 scale, you got to get the 1/64 scale. The 1/16 scale will run you $200 and up. The 1/64 scale runs $40 and up. I got the 1/16. I was able to get the 1/16 scale tractor from Kevin Tolka at the Pinckneyville Thresherman Show yesterday. Thanks to him, I was able to get it. I was been wanting one for a really long time. So, all right, let's go over details on the 1/16, and then I'll go over the 1/64. All right, this is the 1/16 scale. You'll notice some things I really like about it. I like the chrome wheels. These are the 24.5-inch Firestones. And then you have a 4-rib tire up front here. So you can see they run a full weight bracket. Something I think is really neat, it appears to be that they used actual Minneapolis Moline weights. Something I think would be neat is if these come off, individually, like some of the spec cast tractors have, where these weights can individually come off. But this is a hitch for pulling the tractor to and from the pulls, where they do the pulls at, like off the trailer, And then you got extra weight mount brackets here. Here's your ladder. Then you got your exhaust, steering wheel, and the seat here. Over here, you got your hand throttle control, which works like a boat, And then this is your brakes. And then these are your gear selectors. You'll have like a high and a low, or a first, second, and then high. And then we'll turn it around here. Here, I don't know if you can see it very well, but this is where you actually hook up to. You'll have a big hook that goes in here, and that's what hooks the tractor. And then you'll have a cable that tethers to the tractor itself that goes here, that will tether itself to the pulling sled. And that cable that tethers it to the pulling sled is if where the hook on the sled comes undone or something, it breaks, this will automatically kill the engine of the tractor and keep the tractor from running away and possibly hurting people. Here you have what are essentially wheelie bars that help keep the front end of the nose of the tractor down. And here you have extra weight brackets so you can move weight around, put weight in the back if you need it. You have a little camera up here, and then you got your lights. I really dig the decals on the back. And here you got your clutch. Roll it over here. You see your oil pan, which is pretty neat. And then you got your vent hose that comes out here that vents out pressure in the crankcase. And then here you can see your oil feed lines. One that feeds the turbochargers, and one probably feeds to the oil cooler. And here you can see how the front axle mounts, here and here. Then you got your tubing. Now, I could be wrong, but I believe that this piece of tubing that goes across here is to help with the tractor. If one of these wheels breaks off, it's made to kind of help the tractor, because that does happen a lot. You'll see that. This is a pretty heavy tractor, surprisingly heavy. Something else that's neat, you can see it, the individual like rivets and things are all individually painted nice. Really nice decals on through the tractor, is something really neat. Great detailed. You're getting kind of a pretty neat tractor for the money. And like I said, if you get this, you have to get the 1/64 scale, which I'm going to talk about now. All right. Now here is the 1/64 scale. Now this isn't as detailed as the 1/16, which I wouldn't expect it to be, but it's still a pretty neat little toy to have in your collection. A lot of similarities between the two. I'm surprised by how they're able to do some of the decals as small as they are, but they're still on there. Like you'll notice these two decals on the front here. You got the one in front of the front tire and then the one behind the front tire. As you see here and here, they managed to get those on, which is really neat. And then what's really neat is they managed to do the detail on the oil pan with the oil feed lines running to the turbochargers and probably one going to the oil cooler. Not as much detail on the weights here, but you can see the similarities. And then you can see the extra weight brackets, and then you'll see the fuel tank here. I don't know if I talked about it on the 16th scale, but this is the fuel tank here. I would have liked to seen a more realistic chrome pipe on this one, like it is on the 1/16th scale. On the back here, you have the similar decals with the lights and then the weight and then the wheelie bars. It is missing the hand throttle control. You do have your gear selectors and what appears to be the brake. It appears that this, I'm thinking, is supposed to be the clutch. It's supposed to be this up here. They put down here. And then, of course, you can see your gear selectors there. Both these tractors are really neat. I know, being a Minneapolis Moline fan, I've really wanted these. I saved up to buy the 1/16 scale because it is expensive. It is officially the most expensive one I have in my collection. I never thought I'd buy a $200 toy tractor, but I did. I'm glad I did. I love it. Kevin Tolka really took care of me and hooked me up. I'm glad he had one in stock. Um, I think if you're, if you're into collecting toy tractors, or you like going to the tractor pools and watching the tractor pools, getting the tractors that you see at the pools are something really neat, because you'll have that, memory attached and be like, I seen that tractor at the pool, and, you know, and I really liked it. That's something, that you can do. Um, I know as a Minneapolis Moline fan, I want to try and collect anything Minneapolis Moline. So I knew I had to have both of these. Um, and I hope that you're able to find your pulling tractor that you like. Maybe there's an IH, or the Fords, or the JI cases, or the case pulling tractors that you really like. I hope you're able to find them. Unfortunately, there is no John Deere pulling tractors, but you can have them custom built by people, and those get really expensive. But I just thought, everyone would like to see this. This is something I've was really excited about purchasing, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you come back to watch more of my videos, and hope to see everyone soon. And thank you for watching.